Welcome to Star Citizen. There are some really rare finds in some of these bunkers in their little red beautiful boxes. There is a wide variety of weapons that you may not get from vendors or most vendors, and some are just very rare. Well, we all have what we would like to find from these little red container boxes in these bunkers, stations, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. Here's my top 3 best things I like to find in these boxes. Starting with the railgun. Now I'm not really happy to find it because there's also a chance to find a grenade launcher, a rocket launcher, but it's one of those rare finds that I usually don't leave behind, so I'm always kinda happy to find them. Rocket launcher, of course, with the grenade launcher being equally good as well, but the railgun is something I never leave behind. Not that there's really any place for me to use it except for destroying other vehicles, but it's one of those finds that you can be happy about because it's at least worth some money if nothing else. Sometimes in big cities or stations you may find players even looking for these and paying big bucks if you truly want to sell it for some proper cash. As it's not really useful for killing NPCs, it's a pretty good weapon if you plan to go full PvP in Jump Down or, well, perhaps have a bounty, have your little ideas with a group of friends what you could do. And so being on the ground and having capabilities to fight against fighters or perhaps even destroy them is a good bonus if you know there are others coming after you. So I would guess this is the most common for everybody. Everybody's pretty much happy to find it. It doesn't mean we always pick it up, but it means there is something valuable in there. Next up, we have the beautiful machine gun with a wind-up. Of course, I'm speaking about the F-55 light machine gun. Now, this weapon is probably the fastest firing light machine gun or machine gun in the game. It does have a small wind-up and it will burn through your ammo, but at the same time, it will melt anything you shoot at. Also, the recoil is very heavy, so big bursts may be really a gigantic waste of your ammo. The plus side is of course the big magazine size. I'm always happy to find it from the boxes because clearing out bunkers or first person combat in general, this weapon will just melt your opponents. Even if they're in heavy armor, it doesn't take much. It's weak of course at long ranges, it is really heavily affected by recoil. The damage is there, but the precision will be slightly off, so close to medium ranges is where it may shine. And for last, I have one of my favorite finds from the boxes that I never ever leave behind. The Scalper Sniper Rifle. I believe it's actually one of the rarer snipers or rarer weapons in general that you may find from these little red crates. What makes this weapon special is firing 2 rounds at the same time. So every time you fire, you lose 2 ammo. But that also gives you a bit more damage. Headshots 100% guaranteed kills, even against heavy armors. Torsos highly likely to kill your target. Limbs probably won't kill them, but it will do a lot of damage. Now it's not a close range weapon, nor is it something you'd probably like to throw away, but this is truly the weapon I always go for. I think for the past year I've found like 4 or 5 of them, and I do bunkers quite often, just saying. Maybe I've just been very unlucky and some others have found more of them, but for me this is one of the rarest finds and I love it all so much. And every time I find 2 of them, I start usually using 1. So that is in case I lose it. And that single one that I have as a backup, that will just remain as a beautiful reminder of why I'm doing the bunkers. Okay, it's not the reason I do bunkers, but I'm always so happy to find it and I will always take it. I will even throw away my main weapon if I need to. I just must have it. These were just my top 3 favorite finds from these little red boxes. Now, there are also some other rare weapons, good weapons you may find from these boxes, but these 3 are just the one that I'm always so happy to find, and you really don't find them that often. I'm sure we all have our preference, we all have our favorites. These 3 are mine. If you have any other favorites, let me know and tell me why, because I'd like to hear them. Anyway, thanks for watching.